Thanks for checking out Hook'em.com. Danny Davis, Brian Davis, Longhorn fans. I'm sure you don't want to watch this video, but 42-41 loss here at Royal Memorial Stadium. Brian, destiny's out of the Longhorns' hands. They're no longer in the driver's seat for the Big 12 title game. We have a lot of stuff to get to, but what are kind of your reactions as the Longhorns dropped to 4-2 in conference play?
Well, 1,100 total yards, basically, all kinds of offensive fireworks. But let's skip straight to the end. Texas kicks a field goal, goes up by 7. You're probably thinking, hey, that's okay. Can't get beat at that point. But at the end, Danny, it boiled down to 2 things. Texas needed a touchdown, and then they needed a stop. That's it. And you have the whole field to make one stop, just like last week against Oklahoma State, and they didn't get that. Will Greer drives the length of the field, gets to the 33-yard line, and then throws a ball that only Gary Jennings Jr. can catch. And again, it was just like last week. You just had to get one stop, and you win the game, and they didn't do that.
Yeah, and just like last week, it was a quarterback we don't really associate with running the ball, running in that 2-point conversion with Will Greer, who pretty much went in without much hesitation. But this is a defense we have praised a lot throughout the beginning of the season. We were tying Todd Orlando to a bunch of different head coaching jobs, and they only had I think two all-conference players, and one was Breckenhager, the other was Chris Boyd. Why is this defense struggling? I mean, obviously, a lot of injuries today. I don't think I can count up all of them on my hand, but
right.
Why is this defense struggling?
That's a great question, and I wish we knew, and I bet you the coaches wish they knew, right? But you're right. Brandon Jones aggravated an ankle injury at the team hotel. Probably, I thought no one ran faster to the buffet than me, but clearly Brandon Jones must have done something this morning. Devontae Davis was hurt on the 3rd play of the game, second play of the game, and then Breckenhager didn't get past the 2nd possession of the game with a dislocated elbow.
And Marcus Vimage got hurt too.
Yeah,
that's not a big name. I mean, that's depth on their team, and that's the guy you needed.
Absolutely. So 3 starters, a key reserve on a day that Chris Nelson was already kind of limited a little bit. That's a problem. Now, is that the excuse to excuse it all away? No, I don't think so, because I thought that other guys played well. But when you look at the stat sheet, Danny, no sacks, only 2 quarterback hurries. That does not get it done at this level.
Yeah, and Charles Omenihu after the game, the defensive guys all took it on them, blamed themselves. PJ Locke said, we can't be giving up this many points when our offense is scoring. The offense isn't going to blame the defensive players. The defensive players are taking it hard, including Omenihu, who pointed out, we only hit the quarterback, only got 2 quarterback hurries, and their left tackle got ejected. So
that's right.
That was not good. Anyway, Texas ranked 15 this week. Do you think they stay in, or do you think they're going to drop out of the poll on the AP poll?
I think this is what's going to happen in the rankings.
All right, well, we'll find out that on Sunday.
But look, 3 games left, going to Lubbock, Iowa State, 3 big games left. Okay, maybe Kansas isn't a big game, but you know what I mean. 2 big games left. And, West Virginia still has to play some games, too. So Arlington is not done, but the road's a lot tougher.
It's almost done. But, this Texas team still has a lot to play for. They can get to 9 wins, get to a good bowl. So we'll just have to see how they do in Lubbock next week, and we will see you then. Thanks for joining us.